zone. The Yankees with an 8-0 lead over the Angels. They're in the 7th inning. New York entered the day with a magic number of 3. San Francisco leading at Boston 5-2. Philadelphia, a 5-run 4th inning. They lead at Atlanta 5-2 in the 5th. Cleveland scores 3 in the 3rd. They lead Detroit 6-2. Minnesota gets a 3-run bomb from Miguel Sano in the 3rd inning. They lead the White Sox 5-1 in the 4th. I'm Ralph Irvin.
We are Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple. One guy's married, one guy is divorced, one guy has no kids, one guy has 2 beautiful daughters, one guy went to college in a cornfield in Ohio, one guy went to an Ivy League school in the big city, one guy spends his Sunday morning seated in the pew.
Does this seem weird to anybody else?
The other spends it throwing money at the pole. Can these 2 sports writers share a radio show without driving each other crazy? From the Geico studios of Fox Sports Radio, here's the Odd Couple, Chris Broussard and Rob Parker.
It is the Odd Couple. I am Chris. He is Rob. We're coming to you live from the Geico Fox Sports Radio studios. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. We've got Robert Klemko, football writer for Sports Illustrated, just wrote a very informative, investigative piece on Antonio Brown, in which there was a second accuser of Brown saying that he sexually assaulted her. So we'll get him on at the bottom of the hour. That'll be an interesting conversation, see what he has to say. But the news of the day, Rob, out of New York, Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl champion, beloved by fans, will go down as one of the great legends in New York sports history. That's high praise, but it's true, I believe. He has been benched by Coach Pat Shurmur, and rookie Daniel Jones out of Duke will start Sunday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think the move, Rob, was a little early. I would have done it after their bye week in October. So I think 4 more games from now, they would face New England on a Thursday night, October 10th, and they're going to get pummeled, obviously. So at that point, they probably are 2-4 or 1-5, and the season is virtually over. Then you get a week and a half off before you play the weak Arizona Cardinals. And I think that is when I would have started Daniel Jones. You give him that week and a half to prepare. You're playing a bad team in Arizona where maybe he can shine. And you got Detroit the week after that. So, and you'd have Golden Tate, your best receiver, back because he's suspended for the first 4 games. And Sterling Shepard, your second best receiver, back probably from concussion. So I just think it would have been a better situation for Jones to shine and play well, and you give him a better chance of succeeding right away. However, overall, I think it just needed to be done. And even though I may think it's a little early, I'm fine with it overall.
I don't have a problem with it. I've been calling for it for 2 years. I just don't understand what Eli did to prompt this to happen now. That's what I don't understand. He hasn't played any worse, Chris, than he has been playing.
No.
And
There's only one explanation. Shermer's trying to save his job.
Right. This is
now,
about
in his second. Is this his
yes,
second year?
And they've both been bad. And this is his second year now. And him and the GM, Gettleman, are trying to cover themselves to at least give people some hope. Maybe they get lightning in a bottle or something. Do you know what I mean? And
also, I mean, you talked about it. You gave this incredible stat about how bad their defense has been. What was that again? That was ridiculous.
They've given up in 2 games 9 touchdowns of 70 or more yards.
Not just, but the drives. Touchdown drives.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
70 or more, Chris.
That's unbelievable.
And the defense has no turnovers. So they don't have. There's nothing going on defensively. You just said it. Their 3 top receivers are out.
Well, what do
they have?
This gives them, at least they may be thinking this. There's 2 ways they may be looking
the free
at it.
pass?
We don't know. Well, one, we said Shermer's trying to save his job. He thinks Jones is better. Look, Jones probably outplayed Eli in training camp. Probably, because he certainly outplayed him in the preseason, and he probably was better than him in training camp.
Right.
And so he may think, look, this is our best chance to win. Or it could be a little bit of both. You think, look, rookie quarterback, nobody's going to expect us to win. You know what I mean? Like, I can deflect it, and when we finish 3-13 or 2-14 or whatever it is, it's like, hey, we had a rookie quarterback. What do you expect? You know? So it's probably a combination of those two feelings.
But I do think that that's about them, not about Eli. To me, Eli didn't do anything these first 2 weeks that is different than what the way he's been playing. Would you agree with that? Right? Nothing.
No, he's been okay, which is what he's been for the last 6 or 7 years.
Absolutely.
And look, I like Eli. Even though I'm with you, I've been calling for his job. I thought they should have drafted Sam Darnold. You know, both of us did, last year. But Eli is class personified. I don't know him personally. I have met him a few times. I've spoken at the chapel for the Giants, and he's always there. Really nice guy. His daughters go to the school that my daughters went to in New Jersey.
Really? You're in the high rent district.
Yeah, I'm partners with Rob Parker. That
ain't it.
That takes you places.
Wow.
No, but he's a great guy. Great guy. But I look at it like this, and I feel, honestly, Rob, I feel the same way when I look at a Carmelo Anthony. And I say, look, I get it. It's tough when you have to step away from the game. I get it.
Oh, it's hard.
You still feel like you can play and all that. But you have had a full career. You have. It's not like, a Chris Bosh, who now he got 11 years himself. But
he still feel like he got shorted. He got shorted, right?
Yeah, because he still was in his prime, and for health reasons he had to step away. Or a Grant Hill or a Penny Hardaway, a Derrick Rose, even they're able to play, but they were superstars, and their careers were, their superstar level was cut short because of injuries. Thank God you didn't have to go through that. So Carmelo, if he never plays another NBA game, you have had a full 16-year career. If Eli never starts again, you have had a full 16-year career. So pardon me if I don't shed tears for you. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I totally agree. I don't think that Eli can look at it like he was short thrift. He was at the top twice. You talked about it. He won in New York. He had the parades, Chris, down the Canyon of Heroes, ticker tape. Nothing better than it. There's nothing better. I'm telling you, I've covered a couple of those.
Yep,
they were incredible. Incredible to be a part of.
Well, here's the question, Rob, the $1 million question. Our buddy Rod Woodson, and we do have to protect Rod on that, because he said he's never going back to the Hall of Fame again.
Yeah, we told him that. Don't do that. He's a
Hall of Famer, right? Because we both think, that is a great chance Eli gets in. Mark Schlaver said he thinks he'll get in too. I just want to hear from you. He's a Hall of Famer in your opinion?
Yes. To me, he's a Hall of Famer. No ifs, ands, or buts, and I gave
not
you
a first ballot though.
I don't know how they work with that, because some of the stuff that they do and the way the writers do it is different from what I'm used to in baseball. You know what I mean? Like writers have to go and make a case for somebody, and you know what I mean, and like make a speech to try to convince the other writers, which is just weird to me, because their numbers and their accolades, Chris, should speak for themselves. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to convince people. But anyway, I doubt it would be the first ballot the way that they do it. But the 2 Super Bowl wins over Tom Brady and the Patriots, the 2 MVPs, the 2 signature in the Super
Bowls, not regular season.
In the Super Bowl, and the 2 signature throws is enough. And again, the final straw of the whole thing is he defeated that 18-0 Patriots team. And don't forget, with 2 minutes to go, 2.5 minutes to go, Tom Brady throws a touchdown to Randy Moss, right? Yep. They're winning, and he has to drive down and win. So I don't know. I don't know how you could look at that and not think that that's not worthy of being in the Hall of Fame, winning 2 Super Bowls and winning 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
Well, you're looking, those that would say he's not a Hall of Famer are looking at the other things, which is his regular season.
I get it.
He's 116 and 116 as a starter, 50%. He has had, of his 16 seasons, Rob, he's only had 7 winning seasons.
I get it.
7 winning seasons, and he's never been phenomenal. The thing he's led the league in most is interceptions. 3 times he's led the league in interceptions. So that's what people are looking at, and I get it. And look, 2 of the guys, his draft class, great for quarterbacks. Going to be 3. If Eli gets in, it's probably going to be 3 Hall of Famers. Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, and Eli Manning.
And see,
and from a regular season standpoint, it's not even close.
I wouldn't take Phillip Rivers over him. I really wouldn't.
In the regular season, they've been better. Here's what I'll say about that. I think Roethlisberger's definitely had a better career.
No, he's won 2 Super Bowls. No, I'm talking about
better in the regular season.
I'm talking about Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers, I believe, is a better quarterback and has had a better regular season career. However, if you ask me whose career would I rather have, if I'm a player and I could either be Eli Manning or Phillip Rivers, I would rather have Eli's career. He's got 2 Super Bowls.
I'm sorry. I'm with you. You could have all the regular season stuff. If you get that moment, remember I told you this before. The Hispanic players on the Tigers used to have a nickname for Kirk Gibson. And his nickname was 2-hit. That's what they call him. That was his nickname. Because Kirk Gibson has hit 2 of the biggest home runs in baseball postseason.
Right.
And you can say all you want, Chris. Would you rather have those 2 home runs? The one that helped the Dodgers win and beat the A's, that big game against Dennis Eckersley, and the other home run against Goose Gossage in the World Series. I would take those 2 hits.
No, I agree.
I would.
Now, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying.
He's never even been an All-Star.